Hey there, welcome to part 1 of the Introduction to Information Technology series. In this series, we are going to start at the beginning and take you from the basic question of what a computer is and explore the relationship between its main parts. So let's begin. What is a computer? A computer is a programmable electronic device that processes data by following a set of instructions. Processing this data produces information that can be output or stored for future use. A calculator is an example of a very simple computer. It can process data and output the information from the processing. So, if we ask it to add 2 plus 6, the processing would produce the information, which is 8. But there are other computers which can be way more sophisticated that we are familiar with and use daily. Gaming consoles such as your PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch are computers as well. The ever-popular smartwatch is a computer. We carry fairly powerful computers in our pockets daily in the form of our smartphones. Tablets are the brother to smartphones and are considered to be computers also. Earlier, we saw that the definition of computers spoke about data and information as if they were very different things. One went into the computer and the other came out of it. The truth is, they are different. Data is the raw facts and figures that a computer processes by following a set of instructions in a program. Data by itself has no meaning, so it is not easy to understand. It is only when we attach meaning to data that we get information. So, an example of collecting data is to record the heights of a class of children. When you process that data that you have collected, you can get different types of information. Example, the tallest boy, the shortest girl, the average height of all the children, or the range of heights the greatest number of children fall into. This information can prove to be very useful, for instance, when choosing or designing furniture for a kindergarten classroom. So how does this apply to computers? A computer needs instructions to perform its job. It gets its instructions from programs, or what we call software, that we have coded to tell it how to do its tasks. Devices, or what we call hardware, that we manipulate to tell it what to do and what to work on. The instructions that we give the computer allow it to work on data that we give it or it collects from other sources. Once it processes that data, it can give us useful information that it has created from the processing. Let us consider this common example. The average smartwatch or fitness tracker will record your steps for the day, or the distance you ran today, or even your heart rate during or after your run. This can represent data. But using the programs coded into the tracker or watch, and with the instructions you give it, the device can actually produce useful information such as your average speed during your run today, your fastest mile, the amount of calories burned, or the total miles run this month. Now that we have looked at what a computer is and the difference between data and information, let us go a little further. What we know to be a computer is actually a system. A system is a group of interrelated but different parts working towards an overall objective or goal. According to science, a system has these stages. Something feeds into the system does something with the input, the process gives a result, and some of the result is stored for later. We are surrounded by all sorts of systems. In fact, we actually have quite a few systems inside our bodies. For example, the nervous system, the digestive system, even the muscular and skeletal systems. These systems are not just one part, but are many parts working together towards a goal. A computer system is also made up of different parts which all work together to accomplish the main goal of all computers, that is, processing data and producing information. A computer system's various parts can be placed into two groups. Hardware, which are all the various parts of the computer system that we can see and touch and physically interact with. It is all the devices that make up the computer system. Software, which are all the programs that a computer needs to carry out its tasks. These programs give the computer's hardware instructions as well. So what makes a computer system a system? Well, a computer system also has stages, as we can see here. Input, where data is fed into the system. Processing, where that data is manipulated. And information is then output. Some of the data and information may be stored for immediate or future use. We will see this diagram again in other parts of our series. Every computer system does these four things, and its parts each fall into one of these four stages according to their function. As a result, we now have input devices, output devices, processing, and storage devices. In our next video, we will look a little closer at the computer hardware which falls into each stage and how these various devices work together to accomplish the goals of the computer systems. Thank you for watching.